Hello everybody and welcome back to the vlog channel. I know that it has been a very hot minute since I've come on here and said anything to anyone, but today is the day. First, before I even get into any of that, I want to say I hope that you all had an amazing holiday season. Merry Christmas for all of you that celebrate out there. We are just a few days away from 2022, and I'm not going to sit here and give the whole spiel of, oh, 2022 is going to be so much better, all that kind of stuff, because I said that with 2021, and like, here we are. Like, you know, I think that 2021 for me was a lot worse than 2020, I must say, other than 2020 being a huge quarantine lockdown. 2021 took the cake for me. I think that we all know why. But today is the day. We are here. I am packing up more boxes, getting things done. The U-Haul box that we are using actually was just delivered. This one's a little bit different because normally they just sit flat on the ground. This one has wheels, so I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work for loading because it does have a little bit of ramp. We do have a few pieces of furniture to go on there, but I'm not too worried about it. I think that we can actually get majority of it loaded up today because we are not taking that much from my mother's house, just the necessities that I want from my childhood. Ow, just ran into this box right here. Okay, when I tell you I am so excited for this Christmas present that Dustin got me, it is from Lettuce Grow. I'm not gonna take it out of the box, but you can see the box is rather large. I'm not gonna take it out because I'm gonna save it to set up at our next house when we get everything done here in Central Florida. Basically, it's a hydroponic machine that you can grow your own like herbs, vegetables, or whatever you like to partake in, I guess. These are the grow lights that come with it. It's like an add-on feature, but this is the smallest one, I believe. I have to say, it does feel very weird to be holding the camera in my hand once again. Now, don't get me wrong, during this whole entire time that I have been off, there have been many moments that I've been like, I really wanna put a vlog out. So I have like recorded a bunch of clips from the month, just not put them together. And you guys wanna know how bad this seasonal depression is that I have had, actually, is that I did put together a whole entire vlog, and then I sat there for about 45 minutes to an hour and second guessed if anybody was gonna actually wanna watch it, because you could tell that I was actually just not feeling it. I wasn't in a good mood. I wasn't in like a happy place, because this month has been very difficult for me, as majority of you know. I mean, this month for me, more so, I knew that Thanksgiving was gonna be difficult just because my mom wasn't gonna be around. But during Christmas, like during December, I have my dad's birthday, then I have my mom's birthday. The day after my mom's birthday is Christmas Eve, then I have Christmas, and now we're going into New Year's. So it was a lot to do without my mother. And so just knowing that that was coming up and just thinking about that and how I wasn't gonna get to have those like happy memories, all the decorations and all that, because we didn't decorate at all, like nothing at all. The most we had was, you can see this little ceramic light up Christmas tree behind us. That's all we had. Normally we would go all out with the decorations, but this year just didn't feel right. And I know next year we're going to have a lot. I just hope that my seasonal depression ends soon, which I kind of feel like it is, because I'm standing here doing this video and I don't feel sad. I feel kind of excited that I guess like the U-Haul box got here and then I get to pack this stuff up, because I think that maybe being in this house for too long and just sitting here every single day, it's kind of like Groundhog Day, that maybe that's a huge part of my depression. So the fact that this box is here, I'm gonna get all the stuff loaded, then all the donations are gonna go out, and then it's kind of like the final moment here with this house, I guess. But before I get into loading all of that out there and finishing packing up some things, I think I'm going to have a little bit of a wake and bake, which I want to clear something up, because a lot of people were concerned by the last video that we actually put up on this channel, which would have been the unboxing. What did we order? There was like some rag and bone in there, I believe. I don't know exactly what else we ordered, but a lot of people were concerned because I looked a little bit elevated, overly elevated in the video. And that's just because I did a dab. That video was recorded late at night. I was over it and we did dabs. Dustin did one too. And so I was a little bit baked, I have to say, but if you've never done a dab, then you're not gonna understand that it's basically just a very highly concentrated THC, so it can have that effect on you. Girl, I'm fine, I'm good. I'm gonna go get elevated now. So we are back in my mom's garage, and this is literally everything that is left that needs to go. We have a few of the items, like all this furniture over here, listed for sale. I think that majority of this glass right here is going to go to a company that actually does weddings and parties like that, so I think it'll really help them out. I'm gonna keep this little rack right here. This was in my mom's kitchen. It's metal, very heavy. I like it. I think I'm gonna put it outside at our new place. But there's this one piece of furniture that I'm not exactly sure if I wanna sell or hold on to. My mom has kept it all these years. It is something that was in our house when I was growing up. I'm gonna try to flip the camera around so you guys can see. You probably won't hear me as well. But this thing right here. Now, of course, there is a base that it sits up on top of, and you could do storage beneath it and put lights on the inside and all of that. I don't know what this thing would be called. Is this a hutch? I don't know, but it's this. You guys remember that? If you're from that time, you guys definitely remember that. Of course, I would not keep it the exact same, like, color, wood, whatever. I would have it redone and, like, repurposed, all of that. I don't know, though. It's old. I like it. I'm just not sure as to where it would go. And then I'm also going to hold on to this old lamp right here. They used to have a white one that I would have rather had, to be completely honest. I'm not exactly sure where in my grandparents' house this was. I just remember it always being on and glowing this like really cool like yellow color, probably from the old ass light bulbs back in the day. But I feel like you can't find a lamp like this anymore. Can you? I don't know. Okay, can we just talk about this throwback right here? This is another item that I'm definitely going to hold on to. Bitch, if we ever go to the beach, I'm gonna bust this thing out. And of course, I'm gonna hold on to this quilt rack right here. I'm gonna paint it. I'm not exactly sure. If you guys have any ideas for what color that should be, I was thinking maybe a white, maybe a blue, maybe a gray. But I'm about to do my final walkthrough of the garage, take a look over everything, make sure there is nothing else that I absolutely want. And if there is, I'm gonna take it, put it in a box, put it on the U-Haul thing. And once there is nothing else in this garage that I want, I guess everything will be packed up. They will come and pick it up for donation. And I guess that's it. That's the rest of my mom's stuff. I also want to give you guys an update on the litter robot. Sorry, there's a little bit of litter on the steps. I just got these yesterday for Karma and Garfield. I'm literally spoiling these cats more than anything. But we were having an issue with our litter robot for a few weeks and we couldn't figure out exactly what was going on. Actually, I don't even want to say a few weeks. I'm going to say majority of the time that we have had this litter robot. I also had the issue with the other litter robot that we had as well. And that would be that it would always jam. You would get a notification on your phone that it was interrupted. The cat sensor was malfunctioning. And we discovered that actually if you fill the litter perfectly to the line that they have in there for the filled line, it will do that. You will get the notification. So you have to fill it a little bit underneath it, and then we have been perfectly fine. The cats love it. Karma's like, do I need to go in there? Hi, Karma. Hi, baby. I actually got these steps for Karma and Garfield because I was also wondering if maybe one of the reasons, because Karma likes to stick her head in the damn litter box as it is going around, and sometimes she puts a little bit too much pressure on it, and that can make the sensor go off as well. So on top of the litter being the actual reason as to why we were always getting the interruption, they now have the steps for a more comfortable entry, even when my little baby gets old. This is one of the only pieces of furniture that I'm gonna be taking from my mom's house. I just remember her having this when I was a kid, and it would just be out with all of her jewelry. There's a bunch of crap thrown in there right now, but it's just funny because this is literally the last thing left in her bedroom. And when I look through the door, I just see it at the end of the room sitting there by itself, so it's kind of crazy. It's one of the only things I remember from my childhood that was hers, and here it is. I am gonna get it completely restored when we get to where we're going, because this drawer right here is a little broken, and this handle and this handle, they're missing. Sorry if you guys are hearing any noise in the background right now. There are a few trees outside that are being cut down, so you're probably hearing a wood chipper. I do apologize, but I wanted to show you guys this bag that has literally been sitting here since Black Friday, because that's when I purchased it from Maxbone. It's been sitting here begging me to vlog and show you guys, but this is the Extra Mile rucksack, and I actually picked this up for Aspen because you guys know that I got from Away Travel the bag for Birkin for when he goes to the vet, or if we just go on an airplane. I'm still gonna get the black one in that for Aspen as well, but this is more so for like around town if he goes to the vet. It is a backpack, as you can see. Maxbone is a brand that I have seen go viral on TikTok and Instagram like so many freaking times that now I was like, they're having a sale, let me pick something up. But trust me, I was a little worried. I was like, is this like an Instagram brand? Because I have been had by a few of those brands when it comes to quality. But I have to say, when it comes to Maxbone, I am pleasantly surprised for this, because originally this bag is $195. That is not what I paid at all, but this is quality. And to be honest, I watched a review of it on YouTube before I actually picked it up. What really sold me on this is that you can unzip the bag, and this bottom piece can actually act as a bed because it has little legs on the bottom right here, or it can just act as like a little seat if you are out somewhere with your floof and he just needs to rest. But also, I have seen so many bags like this that people put on their back and it's kind of just like one zipper, and I'm like, kind of ugly, one, and two, it doesn't seem like they have a lot of space in there, but with this, I'm pleasantly surprised. So at the top, it opens right here, then you have to pull this down, then there is a freaking clasp on each side like that, and when you open it up, your floof has a lot of space in there, I have to say. I'm gonna unzip it and show you guys the inside, because this is like the perfect thing for Aspen. It's the perfect size for him, and he will be so cozy in here. So this is how much space you have in this bag. And of course, there's also a little thing right here to clasp onto their collar. And on the back of the bag, you can see there is a pocket, so you can put some things in there, maybe like a little bowl. This is actually like really high quality mesh as well. It doesn't feel like that cheap stuff that you would get in like a cheap dog carrier for like $20. So I cannot wait to have to take Aspen somewhere in this, but now I'm gonna go put this back together. Something else that I've really been getting into is my mom had a ton of like old silver just in her garage. So I bought some Tarnex. As you can see, I've been Tarnexing over here because these were completely like this color. It was actually like worse. Sorry if my fingernails look gross because I still have some underneath, but I ordered some more Tarnex. I also ordered some silver polish, and I'm gonna polish these up. This one was still kind of wrapped. You can still see like some plastic here, so it's not as bad in all of the places, but girl, this is like my mom's spoon. You can see her initials on the bottom. Also have this fork. I'm actually really excited for this butter storage container right here. The lid is still wrapped, so it's not as tarnished all over, but we will definitely be handling that. We are once again in the parking lot for the vet. Today was the day that Aspen went in and got all of the plaque removed off of his teeth because his breath was honestly worse than halitosis. So they recommended that we actually had it done because he's so young and already had a very advanced stage of plaque. So they went in, I don't know how they exactly get it off, but they say that he did really well, other than he is having a little bit of an upset stomach from the anesthesia. So we are picking him up right now. We are going to take him home, just let him relax. I've literally just been sitting around my mom's house today going through old photos. I found some old photo albums that she had, and she would like document everything. Like back then, if like camera, like a recorder would have been an actual thing, I think that we would have had a lot of home movies of her as a kid because she clearly loved saving everything. She has like all of these notes, letters, pictures, all this kind of stuff from all of her old boyfriends. And I will let you guys know, my mother definitely had some fun. I had some heartfelt fun back in the 60s, so good for her. And it's actually funny because this one photo that I found, I could have sworn that it was this guy that she was dating towards the end of her life, and it was actually the guy that was her first boyfriend ever. At least that's how the story that I was told. So I always thought like, oh my god, it's like such like a notebook moment. Like you were in love back then, you were in love towards the end, like amazing. But apparently the guy in the picture is not him. It just looks exactly like him, and it's actually this other guy that she was talking to around the same time that she was with him. I was like, oh my gosh, mother. So I've been going through all those photos and putting the ones to the side that I want, and then making a box of all the ones that I don't want in case any like family or friends want to go through them and look and get those memories, because I don't just want to like throw them away, because I feel like it's such like a memory and moment lost in time. So I don't want to throw them away. So I'm trying to find people that she knew that would like to go through them as well. It is Wednesday, December 23rd. It is going to be a very long and depressing day for myself, so I figured why not do a little vlogging. I know I haven't really been active much on either of my channels for like the past, God, maybe month or longer. It is just the holiday season is really getting to me this year. I've never really experienced seasonal depression, but as you guys know, earlier this year, my mother passed away, so I'm literally just like doing all the milestones at once. And today is actually my mother's birthday, so just a few days before Christmas. So that is fun. Totally being sarcastic, but I'm not really going to do much today. I just want to kind of like pick up around the house, go through some packages that I received. Dustin and I completely gave each other like all of our Christmas presents already. I think that he could see that I was like slipping deeper into a depression. He's like, here's something shiny, look at it. And I was very grateful. I love the things that he bought me. I'm going to show you guys in this video some of them, not all of them. But yeah, I hope you guys are all doing amazing. I feel exhausted. I don't know what it is about this house, but whenever I wake up in the mornings, I'm always like extremely congested. I'm not exactly sure why, because I feel like we have got like the dust, pet dander, and all that down from when my mom was here. But it's like it takes about like an hour and a half and then I'm good. I don't know if it's allergies. I'm not sure. It seems to only happen in this house. And we actually did have a little bit of drama up in this house. Everything was going smoothly, and then one morning I came out and there was a leak in the ceiling. Like I don't know how it happened. I know that we were getting like very like heavy rain overnight. I took the dogs out in the morning, literally walked on the space where this happened, and well, not on the space, underneath the space where this happened, and it was fine. Took a shower, came back. Within 45 minutes there was a huge puddle of water. I think I know where it's coming from exactly though. Obviously it's coming from the ceiling, but I think I know exactly what caused it. So we're gonna have someone come out, give us a quote, check on it, all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's Is that the experience of being a homeowner? Because I know a lot of people are like, no, continue to rent, don't buy a house. Buying a house is such a headache. And I'm like, no, it's not that bad. And then that happened. And I'm like, okay, maybe they are right. Maybe it is really much, like maybe it's like a huge headache. I don't know. So one of the things that Dustin got me for Christmas is this Blazy Susan right here. They have a bunch of different inserts that you can put in the middle, but this will organize all of my dabbing and smoking essentials. If you know me or you have ever been to somewhere that I am living, you know that I always have a counter space for this kind of stuff, and now it's all organized. We saw it on TikTok. I just thought that it was like so cute, so convenient, and I'm glad I have it. And we just received our latest shipment from the Farmer's Dog for Birkin and Aspen's food. They have actually really been loving this. I think this time I got them the chicken, pork, and I want to say beef is in there. Are you beef? Yes. I really like how with every order they send out, they give you these little containers to store your dog's food in. I normally only use one because I will give them the exact same flavor so they don't go back and forth between bowls. But I think I kind of want to email them and say like, hey, can you stop sending me these? Because I find it to be a waste. But also, I want to get glass ones to store their food in. There they are, all in the freezer. Something I thought that was like really cool about how they ship this is that styrofoam that you can put in the sink and it'll just dissolve. I wish more people would start using that because I've seen it from a few companies now, and I think that it definitely needs to become like the new norm. Can we just talk about how eerie it is that this was already on newsstands preparing for Betty White's 100th birthday? Betty White was a legend. She was one of those people that there is literally nobody on planet Earth that could say something negative about her. R.I.P. Betty, and thank you for being a friend.